Hello again, my name is Lane Stokes. I'm still talking about the courses on listening and hearing. There have been a number of people who have expressed an interest in hearing my own personal testimony about listening being so important. And so I thought I would tell you, in case you might be. When I was 10 years old, I was visiting with an 85-year-old man in his living room, and he was sad. And he told me about his granddaughter who was pregnant out of wedlock. Now, this was a long time ago when that was a real scandal. Don't you wonder why an 85-year-old man would tell a 10-year-old boy something that personal, that scandalous? Wasn't he afraid that I'd run around town telling everybody? Well, no, he wasn't. He couldn't have been. He was pretty wise. He knew somehow by his intuition that he could trust me to keep the secret. And he was right. By age 10, I was already keeping secrets for other people, and he picked up on that. It's just like I say, when you learn how to listen and hear, people know it about you, and they'll talk to you. Well, when you're somebody who keeps the confidence of other people, somehow they know that. And so he told me all about that day, and I don't know what I said to him, but apparently what I said to him comforted him at age 10. How did I know what to say? Well, I don't know. But I did. And I found it very gratifying to be able to listen. Now, as far as I'm concerned, my being able to listen to that old man was like a sacred moment. Being able to hear someone else's troubles or someone else's confession. I've been in many situations as a listener where I've been able to listen to the confessions of others and say what needs to be said to let them feel forgiveness. That's a wonderful feeling, very gratifying. And so since I was 10, I've just been available to people to listen. I remember when I was in college, I'd be sitting in a booth at the cafeteria by myself, and invariably somebody'd come and sit down and start talking, or I'd start talking, and before long this person would say, "Golly, I don't know why I told you all that. I've never told anybody about that in my life." They felt safe. They trusted me, and that's what comes when you learn how to listen and hear. If you're an honorable person, then people will talk to you. And there are so many places where you can position yourself if you want this kind of a ministry. One of the best places at a party is to stand alone at the food table. You're going to attract somebody right away, and they might pour their whole heart out to you, standing right there at the food table, because nobody else is listening. They're all chattering somewhere else. I found another way to do it is to find a room in a party where nobody else is sitting and take my food in there and sit by myself. Won't be long before somebody will come and sit next to me or across from me, and we'll strike up a conversation. Another favorite place for me is one of those benches in the mall. Just sit down on the bench and wait, and somebody will come and sit next to me or across from me, and one of us will say something, and before you know it, the person is pouring out their heart to me. Another great place, believe it or not, is if I stand in the supermarket looking at the antacids and the headache powders and aspirin and all that. So many choices. Somebody's going to come by. It's just amazing. And I'll say something like, well, there's too many choices. And then that starts the conversation, and a person will tell me their whole life story looking at Bayer aspirin. It's amazing. It's a wonderful ministry. It's a great way to love others, and to me, it's a sacred moment when somebody shares their life or their inner life with me. And if this is something that you enjoy doing, I urge you to make it your personal ministry. And in the next video, I'm going to say a little bit more about that. So hang tight and listen to that one.